money will end. I said, no, just go to school. You are not paying anything. I pay the teachers out of my pocket. And then they even blocked Ngokutunja one time. I worked hard to get the place open. When it came to the final point, the mayor said, no, they are not going to open this market until all our taxes are paid. I asked them, how much are the taxes that they are owing you from the whole trading this thing? They told me the amount, millions. I gave it to them. I have receipt. I sent it in their treasury account. Okay. Why? Because I wanted them to be fine so the children can go to school. And when the children go to school, those who are learning work, those who are doing this, Ngokutunja will be what it is, and Babongo will be what it is.
Wow. It's impressed by that. Thank you so much for this testimony. And let's talk about the adulteration of culture and traditional norms.
Good. I'm very happy you're saying this. You know why? People don't understand that the truth will grow even if you plant in a dry season. The truth will never go. Even if you think you want to wipe the truth today, in the next 1,000 years, children will come back and they will go and dig that truth. They will come back. Okay, look at how you're dressed. Very nice. Nobody told you how to dress. You saw it.
I saw it.
All right, you have gone to Germany. You didn't put a suit and you come here in this palace here. You have studied in Germany. You have studied all over the whole world. But you put this nice traditional attire, and which is the signature of Cameroon everywhere in the world. It's the signature of Cameroon.
Everywhere in the world.
Everywhere in the world.
Our idea,
and I'm so happy about it. Why? Because it is a truth. It's a culture. Nobody will take it from you. Okay, in Babongo, they are trying to adulterate the culture, which is not right. I've been talking a lot. I will won Chofe International. Chofe won. Chofe Equitoba to talk about this.
Okay.
Equitoba.
Yeah. It's always a difficult subject because people have funny views based on what they think should be as to what really the culture dictates.
Okay.
For example, in Babongo, the King Dofwan Zofwan the Third, who is the actual reigning king, has 9 toracos, feathers, and 9 porcupine.
9.
He has 9. Chief Bajon Bihai the Third, who is the Gweji Batifa, him here reigning, has 7 toracos and 7 porcupine queues. So the fawn has 2 more than him. At one point, the third in command, because he was having just 1, according to the original culture, he's having only one. Our father, he is speaking.
Yeah.
His father over there said, let me distinguish you from these people. Okay. So then, the other people who thought that they had the right started asking for the same right. And as we speak, there are people in Babongo that put those 2 toracos on their head and 2 feathers. They're not supposed to put it. For example, there's somebody that claimed that there are a fawn that came from another village to settle in Babongo. And he's living in the jurisdiction of another quarterhead who has only 1 in his head. So, if you are living in my jurisdiction,
Chief of Finkwi,
okay, are you going to have more cultural and traditional right like me, or are you supposed to be under me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in effect, if he really wanted to be a king, that means he's supposed to be having 9, like a fawn. Or he's going to have something completely different.
Yes.
Because he's not originally from Babongo. He came like, if somebody came to your village and he's running
from a
dispute, maybe
it's not going to happen.
Maybe you're running away from your own kingdom because of succession dispute, and you say you're supposed to be a king, and they give you an honor. It's not supposed to be more than the person who is originally there. That's one case. Tifwa, the one that was supposed to be the actual person, never used to have anything.
Nothing.
On
not
his
even
head.
1.
Sometimes he could have a bamboo stick.
Yes.
Because he's not like in the culture, he's not there.
Yeah.
But of recently, he's been given 2 feathers.
Okay.
He used to be having a representative in the Supreme Secret Society.
That
Bishop, who represents him.
Yes.
Meaning he doesn't even actually have a real seat. His seat is outside.
Yes.
Because outside the thief one in a special way.
Yes.
Because he don't have the real function
Yes.
in there.
Oh,
He can call some shots, say, hey, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But now they have already given him that title as well to distinguish him. I don't know if
Which
that's
is
in
incorrect.
consonant with the custodians and him who is the head of the thief one. So those are new things that we are seeing, which we know is adulteration of the culture. And there's a lot of people, for example, putting injunctions on his land.
Yeah.
It's an adulteration of the
Yes,
culture.
yes.
He is the bad thief one. He is the one that is authorizing an injunction.
Traditional
It's like, let me just put it, it's like the senior divisional officer have somebody go on. He goes and see injunction at his door in his
own
jurisdiction.
jurisdiction.
It's not even like it's from the higher authority. It's like, who put it? What will he do? He will take, because he doesn't see any authority that is in that jurisdiction that can put an injunction on his property.
Yes.
So he can tear it until you show your face and say, hey, this is me, this is my reason. So those are some of the cultural adulteration we have. Some of them have been open for modernity and for inclusion, but people are using it against the authority. For example,
this one, yes.
yes, I don't, yeah, I mean, maybe in my quality as where I am now, I can hold it because he gave it to me.
Okay.
There's only one from the origin,
Yeah.
which is the royal staff of authority, which is used to enthrone, and is the only one. He is the only one that has the original. The phone has a replica.
Because he was his father's own.
Yes, because he was his father, so he takes the throne with this. This is the most important for him. This is like the seal of state for Babungo. So some notables were co-opted to be able to use this, and they are now trying to abuse it. They are claiming it's a right, but it's just an honor that you were given. Actually, this sound is not supposed to come out.
Okay.
I remember I went to Granddad and he gave me this. So he gave me tiny little of papers to block the jingles. They should not make a sound because the sound means something. So I had to take papers and block the sound. So that's what the adulteration of culture is. Some of them are claiming that he can have cowries on his body like he has.
Okay.
Now, if cowries are a representation of authority and tradition, his wives have it.
Okay.
3 or 2 lines on their waist. They have it on their waist. So how my wife, if something has authority, my wife is having them, because they always say they didn't see pictures of his father with cowries. But we finally brought a picture of his father with his wife wearing cowries. Just because he has in that picture not wearing cowries does not mean so. But what do you think about his wife wearing cowries? And from one of the princesses that live here in the US, Muokang Palace, I also learned that my mother, the wife of the Mumaba, have right to 1 line of cowries on her waist. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah. So if somebody in Bango see me wearing 1 line of cowries, they'll be like, oh, how did that start?
Exactly.
I'll be like, it's my mother's. My mother don't have a girl child, so I can put it on.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the things that people are trying to do. And I can even say some people who are leading some quarters are not supposed to be there, but because they come from a particular family, they have been put there to overlord the rightful persons that are supposed to be there. I can't call the name, only him can call names.
Okay.
So those are the things that we are seeing, we're observing, and the erosion, and people going to do certain things that they're not supposed to be doing. Like I just said, you going to somebody that he is the one supposed to say, go there and put an injunction, and you come to his property and you put an injunction. How do you think it is going to have power and or any effect? That's what we talk about adulteration of culture. And the land dispute, he can resolve that. So
and even also the twins in Babugo, twins are regarded like traditional rulers.
Let me finish. And also the Supreme Sacred Society, which is the thief one.
Okay.
If you read in the book there, he's supposed to be the one to apply the knife on every caught leopard. Means that's it. The leopard, they can catch 1 million animals.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. But if they catch an animal like a tiger or a leopard that represents power in the culture, he must apply the knife there before anybody can butcher it. He must apply. And there is something they call bensai in the Babugo culture. Is a hind leg that is having an attachment of the tail that comes to him.
Okay.
So for so much,
Plus the head.
Yeah, plus and the head. For so much and so long a time since it's been raining,
Okay.
that they will say probably because he's not there, but he has not received those messages, those rights, those things that rightfully belong to him, and they are working hard to kill that.
Okay.
And there are also things in the Supreme Secret Society that, like for example, they're using it to, like, I can say that's an abuse to the culture. Like, for example, if they say, my father is a Muma, for me to celebrate him, I need to bring 3 goats because he's of a higher rank. The secret society have to eat well. Yeah, I have to actually bring 3 goats, or I may have to give them the equivalents financially based on market price. But you know what?
No.
They may turn it over and say, I have to bring $1 million
Very good.
in cash.
Yes.
I have to bring $1 million in cash.
Which is good.
While
It
I'm
takes up to
struggling to
millions from other
bury,
people.
while I'm struggling to
bury
bury,
your loved ones.
bury my father,
Struggling the
and
family,
bury
struggling the
and
family.
bury and celebrate and his life or entertain people, I have to be thinking about raising 1 million
Imagine.
for the Supreme Society, which he himself as a head does not know or receive information of such. So that's what we talk about the culture. Who authorized that?
Exactly.
So it is painful. It is hard to say this thing because they'll be like, wow, he's getting into our pocket now. We need to get this man out.
Yeah.
That happens like that.
Okay.
But when you speak the truth, you speak the truth without
No,
fear,
it pierces.
without favor,
Yeah.
or whatever. You
Truth
speak
will
it.
set us free.
So
Only the
those
truth.
are the things that you observe in Babongo. The people are turning around. Like I showed you in the book,
Yeah.
the greatest sign of power is that spider of 8 legs, which symbolizes clairvoyance, wisdom, and foresight. And only him and the fawn have the right, or their mothers, to use it in decoration of the vase and the furniture of their palaces. No other person. That's what they should be arguing about.
Exactly.
That's what they should be arguing about. But that one, for the moment as we speak, is indisputable in Babongo because the only place you will possibly find it is in his palace, the Muokang Palace.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm so impressed by this elucidation. Thank you so much.
You can find
Moni.
it in other books written by well-known researchers since 1976, Tamara Norton, Ian Fowler, and a lot of other foreign publishers, including Babongo people like me myself. Yes.
Thank you so much, Trophy Equito. I'm so impressed by your
Thank you.
knowledge in culture. I'm so impressed.
Thank you, sir.
Monu, I want to find out about what does the Nchuse mean? Represent.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Please.
The choose is the royal chambers,
Okay. Which is found in Muokang Palace.
which is fine. Only in Muokang Palace in the entire wide world. You will not find it anywhere.
Okay.
You can go to the museum website, you will see it there.
I see.
Yes, you go to the museum website, you'll see it's there. It's a structure.
Yes.
It's like this White House here. I'm not saying it's a White House,
Okay.
and I'm not saying it's built at the White House,
Mhm.
but it's like the heart of Babongo.
I see.
You know how this came about?
No.
There was a time that all this fighting continued,
Okay.
and when the Germans came, they had to go to Bafut and gather people and Bali, 40 people, to come and help to fight to destroy our dynasty.
Oh my.
Yes, that's how Zingrab helped King Sangi at that time. Destroy, like he said.
What was wrong
his
with
women.
the singer? Why
Okay.
did they do that?
Destroy the whole thing. So guess what? My family said, okay, people say we don't have anything to do with Babongo. Push themselves one stay. Babongo could not function. They did everything. They did nothing. Everything was going back. The king that reigned in Babongo after that, and many other things, many things were all just going back. So they had to go and look for a great grandchild.
Okay.
The great grandchild was living in Com.
Okay.
Brought this great grandchild, and when they were bringing this great grandchild, by the time they were leaving, the king of Picom said, you know, the position of this child, we have already prepared the child. They gave the juju, the dance that is called Misi. So when they were coming, they were singing. Iyo, ayo, iyo, ayo, iyo, ayo, ayo, and you'll be hearing the drumming. Okay. So they sang until they got tired when they were bringing this chief to crown in Babongo. And when they got into the hills, they were no more singing because they could not sing, they were tired. But they keep hearing the sound coming from everywhere.
Okay.
Because in those days there were no cars, so everyone was walking.
Exactly.
They keep hearing the sound, they keep hearing the juju dancing, cha, 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 and the drums coming, cha, until they got to Muokang Palace. So now, they inspired this new ruler to say, okay, we don't know if people are going to come and chase us again. We have to get the pack, like the rainbow, like God gave the rainbow that water will never overflow the world, and gave the rainbow that if the rain is falling, you see the rainbow, you know the water will never overflow the world. So the Babongo people, that ruler at that time, Tatsum Bangao, he did what? He inspired them. He said, okay, you people have to build something to show that you have destroyed the place, burn the place down. So you have to come and build it. So they built that royal chambers. And this is marvelous. Look, I don't know how they did it. Right now, I don't think there's anybody in this world who can build something like that.
Wow.
It's so wonderful. The juicer, they call it a juicer. The juicer, the meaning of juicer means, breaking, hitting people's head together.
Okay, juicer.
Juicer.
Okay.
That's how you name it. That this is the fight in Babongo has been juicy. People fighting, hitting people's head together. It's never going to happen. And there are two structures. You stand outside, you will look like one is bigger than the other. But you go inside, the same is inside the same.
Okay.
And one is standing for the king, and one is standing for the back.
So who was the architect?
My ancestor father, Bango, Batatung, he is the one who was giving, who architected it, who said this is how it had to be. And the Babongo people built it.
Wow.
Outside, then inside, in between, one structure, the in between they have the place inside they call Chona. Chona means people have to be, Babongo has to be together. Chona.
Chona.
So it means the king, this is your own resident, the chief, this is your own resident, but you people have to be
Together.
And Chona was there. And that was the only structure in those days that can hold all the Babongo people. There was no structure in the world anywhere that can hold all the Babongo people. They built it very well. And then inside each of those chambers, you go inside, you will see two pillars. Traditional, built with wood in those days, hundreds of years. But it's bamboo and the wood. The two pillars, if you see those two pillars, they stand for bar and four. And each of the pillars, one of them have 8-leg spider, and another one have 6-leg spider. So the one for the bar and the one for the is right there. And it has this double gong. It has double gong on it, so that in that way it signify power. It have all the traditional thing on those this thing. And when you come out, as soon as you are walking out, you see the way those the frames of the two structures are put, and the frames of the Chona where they go, the entrance door. But there are 1, 2, 3 doors. One go inside here, one go inside here, the front of this. You will see. I mean, I'm telling you, it is just like the pyramids that they asked how the pyramids were built.
Exactly.
And it's like one of them. To me, I think it should be added to the wonders of the world.
Exactly.
Because it's like a wonder.
Yeah.
You stand there, you look, you go inside, you look here. How did these people do this? With bamboo, and it's standing there for hundreds of years. It doesn't show any sign that it's going to go anywhere.
That's impressive.
And even see the setting inside is very good. So traditionally, it's called a royal chamber, and it stays there. Even when the king of used to come to Babongo, that's where he was staying.
Wow.
He never go and stay in the Babongo royal palace. He will come and stay by Muokang Palace inside that chamber.
I'm so impressed. Thank you so much.
As part of the museum.
For explaining that to me. And
dear viewers, we're going to get a short break, 5 minutes, and we are going to be back to conclude this interview. Thank you for listening.
Money.
Thank you. Thank you,
We'll
Doctor.
be back.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Thank you.